Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone are safe at home. So today we will be dealing with a new chapter, that is chapter number 15, our environment under biology. So under this chapter, we will be studying introduction to our environment and ecosystem and what are its components. Let us begin. Recently, we celebrated Environmental Day. I mean to say everyone is involved in the activity which has been sent for you people through WhatsApp. I hope so everyone has performed the activity. Okay. And to begin with this chapter, Our Environment, a very beautiful chapter, I would like to start with a good thought. That is, let's nurture the nature so that we can have a better future. Isn't it? Like how we take care of trees or plants or environment, same way it will take care of us as well, right? Let's begin with the chapter. I am sure that everyone are aware of the term environment, isn't it, children? Everyone knows this term. But by the way, what do you mean by environment? So environment is nothing but around. Okay, so basically, what is environment? How do you define it? Everything that is surrounding us, or everything that we see around us, on which we depend on our sustenance, that is for the survival, is nothing but our environment. For example, when we look at the nature, what all you see around yourself, list out. For example, greeneries around us, that is plants on which we depend for oxygen, which we breathe in, right? Or for the food we eat. The other animals which live with us on this beautiful planet. On them also we depend. One or the other way we depend on them. Not only the living objects, but also we depend on non-living objects. That is, for example, water, air, soil. These are all the non-living things that we find in nature. Do you think can we live without these one of them? So whatever the things I listed out, can we live without them actually? No, right? So we always depend on them. So all that surrounds us, all that helps us to live is nothing but our environment. So we can say that all that surrounds us is our environment. So in this chapter, we will see how each one of us continuously interact with one or the other components of environment. If I say us, we are not only talking about human beings. I mean each and every living organism from a unicellular to multicellular organisms. I hope you people got it, from microorganisms to human, right? All these living organisms exist in this environment. They even depend on other objects, that is non-living things, that is they are in the environment. So everybody dependent on each other, I could say this, right? None can exist in isolation form. No one can live without depending on anything. Okay, we all, that is all living organisms depend on one another. So here we will talk about various components that forms environment. So environment is not only one thing. So it consists of various components which forms environment. We will also see how our environment is threatened by human activities and what is the need to take care of our environment. So basically, we will first talk about what makes up the environment and what are the different components form the environment, wherein we will also talk about ecosystem. If I say environment, it is the combination of many different ecosystem. Okay, if I call one area or one particular area as environment, to form that area, many ecosystems are required. Okay, when we study about ecosystem, we will see how living organism depends on each other for their survival. How living organism depends on living organism. I mean to say, living organism depends on non-living organisms in the environment. Okay, so coming to ecosystem, what is ecosystem? Let's understand first this. Again, this term is can be splitted into two, eco and system. All interacting living organisms in an area together with the non-living components of the environment form an ecosystem. Okay, if I say it is a combination of living and non-living components, living in the sense biotic components, non-living means abiotic components. And this both abiotic components and biotic components interact together in a environment that is called ecosystem. That is, living and non-living components are depending on each other, right? So can you give such examples of interaction of living and non-living components? You can make it on in a picture. You can see a birds, tree, water, soil, sky, clouds, right? And in aquatic, you can see fishes, water again, and soil, stone, right? So you can categorize this picture. Seeing this picture, you can just categorize living thing and a non-living thing. In living thing, I will classify all the birds, fishes, sea animals, trees at one side. In non-living thing component, I categorize all water, stone, soil, sky, clouds, right? So just remember scientific terms. Living means biotic, non-living means abiotic. So this living and non-living are interacting each other. Fishes can't survive without water. Plant also cannot survive with water and soil, right? They are mutually dependent. That is what they are interacting with each other. Biotic components as well as abiotic components, they are interacting each other is called an ecosystem. Understood, children? I hope everyone has got a clear picture of components, that is biotic components and abiotic components, and a clear definition for ecosystem. I hope this picture gives a complete description for biotic as well as abiotic. Biotic means bio means life. Abiotic without life. You can see it has been differentiated like this. Biotic, you can see animals, microorganism, human, plants, bacteria. All these are categorized under biotic. Where in case of abiotic, you can see rocks or mountains, water droplets, that is rain, wind, temperature, volcanic eruptions. These all categorized under abiotic, right? And this is said to be biotic components and abiotic components. And I don't want you people to use living and non-living things very often. Just to make you understand, I'm telling living and non-living. When you talk about living things and non-living things, you should tell me, or you should use the word biotic and abiotic, right? Here you can see other types of ecosystem, that is natural ecosystem and artificial ecosystem. Natural ecosystems are like desert, forest, grasslands. These comes under natural ecosystem. It is naturally happened one. No one has been formed this desert, forest or grassland. No, it is naturally happened. right? That is natural ecosystem. And why do we call natural ecosystem? Here, for example, if you consider in desert there are few animals which interact with other non-living components like sand, sunlight, weather, right? So they depend and interact with that non-living components, that is abiotic components, right? Camel is a living, right? Camel needs water to survive, food to survive. That means camel is a biotic that is dependent on abiotic component, right? That is what the interaction. Wherein you are coming to forest ecosystem, you see in forest of various living things as well as non-living things, that is biotic and abiotic components, they interact each other. Birds, animals, wild animals again, and many insects, many worms, right? All this comes under forest ecosystem. Where in case of grassland, you see many animals graze on the land, right? So this is the natural ecosystem that you see, that is desert, forest, and grassland. Let us see what is artificial ecosystem in the next slide. So here is the artificial ecosystem. So we have taken 10 examples of artificial. Artificial in the sense it is man-made ecosystem. We do culture aquarium at our homes. That is also mini ecosystem, right? So we are providing water. We are providing water plants, tiny water plants inside that aquarium. And we are also supplementing with oxygen. So we are providing a space of little ecosystem, tiny ecosystem for that aquarium, right? So wherein a living component, that is a fish, that is a biotic, that is interacting with the non-living components, that is abiotic, that is nothing but a mini ecosystem, right? Water ecosystem. So can you are making with your own hands, that is the aquarium you are culturing with your own hand, that is made by you. That is why we call it as artificial ecosystem, right? You can see crop field, that is maintained by farmers, garden, terrarium, greenhouse, zoo, aquarium, fish farm, dam, artificial wetland, zoo. These all are said to be man-made. That is not naturally occurred one, that is man-made, right? That is why we call it as artificial ecosystem. And here is the difference between natural ecosystem and artificial ecosystem. Natural ecosystem is a natural unit consisting of all plants, animals, and microorganisms. Where in case of artificial ecosystem, these are created by human beings, where management balance of the nature is disturbed regularly. Right, there won't be any proper balance of nature because it is not naturally made one. It is made by man and it may disturb regularly as well. It depends on the maintenance of the ecosystem in case of artificial ecosystem. Coming to natural ecosystem, it is a place where plants and animals are dependent upon one another. Right? So that is what the interaction. Where in case of artificial ecosystem, the basic biotic and abiotic components are defined by man in artificial ecosystem. It left to man whether he is providing a proper ecosystem. For example, consider aquarium. It is his idea, his own plan of making aquarium. Whether you can give only biotic components or abiotic components, it is always defined by a man, right? It depends completely on the plan of a man, but naturally it is not in that case. So examples for artificial ecosystem are sugarcane fields, rice fields, wheat, gardens, dams, and aquariums. You have seen the picture in a previous slide. Okay. Coming to few definitions, that is important definitions that we covered right now is environment. So how do you define it? When you want to write it, you can't write it in your own words without any proper arrangement of words, right? The surroundings or conditions in which a person, animal, or a plant lives or operates. This is the environment. And ecosystem is a large community of living organisms. It may consider plants, animals, microbes in a particular area, right? The living and physical components are linked together through nutrient cycles and energy flows. This is nothing but ecosystem. Biotic components, the condition of living organism. Abiotic components means a non-living condition or a thing. Don't confuse with this both. Okay. These are the important definitions that you need to carry throughout the chapter. I hope everyone enjoyed learning this our environment, because personally it is my favorite topic, that is our environment, because that is where we are living, right? So only a planet Earth can sustain all this various organisms, various lives. Okay, no other planet can be like a Earth, right? So we are very lucky, and let us protect this environment together, and hopefully this COVID-19 vanishes as soon as possible, and we will have a good environment, right? See you all. Have a good day.